Hello. 1 second.
Okay, so we are live. Hello, everyone. Today we have a special guest, DJ Whiz from Dominica. He is not only a talented DJ who knows how to get the party started, but he also sings and produces, as well as writing. DJ Wiz have been making waves in the music world, mixing beats and performing songs that people love. In this interview, we'll learn about his journey in music and what inspires him, and what it's like to be a jack of all trades, a DJ, producer, entertainer, graphic designer, and a singer. He also will share fun stories from his performances and give advice to young artists who want to follow their dreams. Let's get started and welcome DJ Wiz. DJ Wiz, welcome.
Hi, good night. And that's up.
Nothing. We're here and I'm excited to have you and I can't wait for us to dive in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Sure, absolutely.
Hmm.
So we'll dive into the questions. The first question that I have for you. For those who don't know you, who is DJ Wiz? And tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started in the music industry.
Uh, DJ Wiz is basically a young DJ, graphic designer, producer, promoter, just entrepreneur, jack of all trades from Dominica, um, from the village of Massac for sure. I have to make sure I say that. Um, been Music has just been a love of mine from since an infant. If you ask my parents, they yourself would tell you that in order for me to sleep, as a baby, they had to be playing music loud. My father had to be playing his buju and these things loud. So you never know.
Yeah.
My first words was maybe a buju bantan song, you know. But with time, and as I grew older, the love turned into a passion, and with the
Mhm.
passion now, just branch it out into different avenues in terms of music. So like in terms of DJing and then MCing,
Mhm.
um, writing, whenever I feel like doing my little singing and adding, singing into towards my performing, and then
Yeah.
even starting my own little record label called Whiskey Records, music group, Wizz Gang Music, and even branching out even further in that to push my brand and do my clothing brand called All in Dominica, which is
Yeah.
basically primarily showcases Dominican designs
Mhm.
representing Dominica, but at the same time have like universal things that like my logo people can
Mhm.
support, and also like maybe inspirational words and stuff like that. So like I said, just a whole jack of all trades.
That sounds all so exciting and sounds like a busy schedule.
That's me. That I don't sometimes I don't know how I just do it, but it's
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. How do
but
you find the time to do all of this?
I can say nothing happens without God's divine timing.
Yes. Yes.
Everything happens in God's divine timing, and that's the most important thing.
I love that. And if we do not put God in the mix of what we do, then nothing we do will actually make sense. So,
Hmm.
absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Growing up in Dominica, what role did music play in your life?
Music for me play like a major role in my life. I can say in terms of like just being like keeping me very grounded as well as a safe haven, a place of peace and comfort that I can basically say,
Mhm.
because it'll keep me away from bad companies, bad energy, all these kind of things. It will listening to music allowed me to be more creative in terms of graphic designing and stuff like that, and just really just understanding different things. The way music pulls me in, nothing else can really necessarily do that for me.
Yes. Yeah. Um, Music resonates with everything that you do.
Hmm.
What inspired you to become a DJ, a singer, and a producer, and then all the other things? But really, those three things: a singer, a producer, and a DJ. Although you have like these other talents.
Everything. Um, the love for the music,
Mm,
point blank period. Like, there's the love for the music. It,
yeah.
it was a love, then it was an addiction, then it came to obsession, and now it's a passion. So
Yeah.
that's just what that pulled me into it. I
Yeah.
can't, if in order for me to feed that, I need to jump into something that resonates with that. So all of these things resonate with it.
You really said so. You said it. So the passion, right? When you have a passion for something, it actually shows. It kind of is displays out into your performance and how you feel. And then the your crowd, like the audience, they also feel that vibe from you, right? If so the passion for something that you have, it also will get fed into the people that you're performing for. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dig into music and career. You're known for your skills as a DJ, but
Mhm.
you also sing. Which came first, DJing or singing?
I was a DJ, but singing was there.
Okay.
I can say singing was there. My auntie on my father's side used to sing
Mhm.
a lot. Um, and then I have a lot of family members who do music that I never
Yeah.
really know much about. Um, and then it's like it's just a feel, just a feel like
Mhm.
you always be by yourself singing and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's always there. But the DJing thing, I always wanted to be creative with the music, like whatever
Mhm.
how I can be able to blend certain music together and make certain things sound right and
Mhm.
unique to the ears.
So when you say like your aunt was a singer, what exactly did she sing? Is it some? Is it just
Um,
yeah?
she's but she's like half Antiguan, so it's like
Mhm.
she have this like I think like Antiguan soca. She used to sing
Oh,
to
okay.
that. Well, back in the day. I was like a
Yeah, a long
very,
time
very
ago.
long time. Yeah. And then my mother used to dibble and dabble. My mother used to dibble and dabble in music a little in terms of like the singing too. So
Mhm.
too. You know.
So it got like a family trait, so to speak.
Yeah. But I
Mhm.
would more say like the music is just something that was just in me from since very.
Mhm. How do you balance being a DJ and a singer? And do you have a preference between the two?
Um, there's I don't think there's much to balance off of it because they
Mhm.
go hand in hand. You
Yeah.
know, um, whenever I DJ, when I'm DJing, you always see me hold a mic, and when you see me hold a mic, I in front of the stage, I in front of the crowd, I interact in the crowd, in the mix of the people.
Yeah.
Is to just to bring that energy and that vibration out, and we just sing along with whatever song that there. So it just blends perfectly. You know, I don't really much have a preference. I would just say I like the both of them. I
Okay.
love the both of them overall, but
Yeah.
music is life. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dominica has a rich musical culture, right?
Mhm.
How has that influenced your sound?
I can say personally, um, we call Dominica is known as the nature island of the Caribbean, but I also call it the hidden gem of the Caribbean. That's a fact, and that's a
Yeah.
given because there's so much rich, you know, uniqueness about the place that does just pull you. whether it be how creative we can be with making drinks, making facial products, like, um anything, any food, anything we just put our hand into. Music
Mm-hmm.
is another part of that. And the way how we can construct a music, and compose music, and sometimes you just need to just hear the
Mm-hmm.
drums alone. Like, you ever been, if a non-Dominican come into Dominica, you can't say you're not going to move your feet once you see a drum start to play. You don't need to hear much.
Yeah.
It's just something about our music and our culture, the way how we embrace it, and thing, from Midnight Groovers to WCK to Triple K to Acer to First Serenade. All
Yeah.
these people, Signal Band, how
Yeah.
we incorporate everything into one. It doesn't pull you. It's just a pull.
It does. It does pull you. I mean, I most certainly would have to wholeheartedly agree on that.
Hmm.
That the rhythm of the music of Dominican music, it does pull you. Even if you want
Right.
to resist it, somehow or the other, some part of your body is gonna move.
By the hook or by the crook, something
By the
must
hook,
be.
yeah, exactly. By the hook of the crook. What are some of the I'm sorry. What are some of the biggest musical influences, both locally and internationally, for you?
For me, um, we're talking like
Like, who are some of
entertainers.
the yeah, some of the entertainers that you would say that would have been your influence, have influenced you?
Okay, well, WCK, First Serenade, MFR, um, I can say that Asa for
Hmm.
one. Um, if I didn't say Midnight Groovers and Midnight Groovers, um, there's so much talent in just
There
Dominica
is.
alone, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but abroad, oh yeah, and like DJ Wise for Dominica, DJ
Mhm.
Flip is one, as one of, I can say for sure, that is a mentor of mine.
Mhm.
Um, and then talking internationally, you're
Mhm.
talking Bob Marley, Barry Salmon, um, Luciano, where you see what
Yeah.
that is my other name. This is my
Yeah.
other name come from. Um,
Mhm.
Vibes Cartel, um,
Yes.
DJ Puffy is one that I see,
Mhm.
look up
Yeah.
to as well. And Marsha Montana. If I didn't say Marsha Kessler Band,
Yes. Yeah.
Ricardo Drew, God rest his soul. Um,
Mhm.
you know, and the list can go on and on. But
And on. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Those are all great, great artists.
Hmm.
Can you describe your creative process when making a song? And then also, do you approach DJing and singing differently?
Um, I wouldn't necessarily say make a song alone, but like not just songs alone, but like let's say like mixes too. For
Hmm.
me personally, my creative process is kind of different from the average DJ.
Hmm.
In terms of like, for me, if I'm making a mix, like especially if it's like my annual mixes, like Post Zero Depression, which is a Buyo mix,
Hmm.
Suka Wave, um, I would tend to want to base my mixes based on storyline. So there's if I have one song and the first song is talking about money, the next two other songs have to talk about money, and
Yeah.
then the fourth song, when you transition, it talk about something else, a different topic.
Hmm.
Um, and it goes on and on and on like that, just pinpointing the keywords. But then also when I do record, I do hit record,
Yeah.
I kid you not, somebody might record one time and done, but
Hmm.
for me, it would take me a month. So
Wow.
depending on how serious I want to do the thing. Like for
Mhm.
instance, my last annual Bouillon mix last year, which is Post Zero Depression 10 celebrating 10 years,
Yeah.
it take me 2 months to get it done.
Hmm.
That is basically finding the right storyline,
Hmm.
making a proper track list, you
Hmm.
know, being creative with it.
Yeah.
Um, if I if I hit one note wrong, it can be a sample I hit wrong. I starting it all the way back over and
Yeah.
just doing it all over again. After I
Hmm.
do that, I start to edit it, everything. So
Wow.
it's,
It takes a lot. It's
mhm,
a process, a lot to the
yeah.
process, and there are many steps. So wow.
It all deals with like the love of the craft.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I don't want to give out something like very light. And if
Mhm.
I do that, then the next time I want to do it again, then I want to better myself as much as I can.
As much as yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so it would necessarily be like how can I compete with somebody else? It more be like how can I
Mhm.
compete with me?
With yourself.
Mhm.
Yes. See, I like that. Yes.
And then it's like in terms of production, music wise, um,
Hmm.
see we making new songs.
Hmm.
Like depending on the beat, I want to know what artist I want to use. You know, which artist will sound best on this.
Hmm.
I want to give her strength.
Yeah.
You know, who I want to make just come and give it life, something.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
was gonna give it some vibes.
yeah, it's always a process. Everything just comes with a process.
Wow. Okay, cool. What's the biggest challenge you faced in your music career so far?
I would say my biggest challenge that I faced so far is hmm, there's like maybe like two or three of these.
Uh-huh.
Um, one in particular is like I just said, competing in myself,
With
trying
yourself.
to better myself every time.
Yeah.
You know, like if I do an annual show,
Hmm.
um, how can like if I do it this year, next year, how can I better myself?
Better yourself.
I will
Yes.
literally be at the show, the current show right now, and I know next year I might be booked for it.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? How am I
Mhm.
set going to be, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like my other biggest challenge is more like me getting out in my head a bit and not doubting myself too much because
Yeah.
that is the thing that kind of like
Can
weighs
cripple
heavy
you.
on my chest, you know? Because at
Hmm.
the end of the day, we can have confidence, but we also are human. So you have
Yes.
to understand that sometimes you're going to feel discouraged. You're going to feel like, dang, nobody not supporting me, nobody not thing, nobody not that.
Yeah.
You have to steadily lift yourself up, but at the same time, you know, it's a
Yes.
challenge. You
It's a
don't want.
challenge. Yeah. I like that. I like that. So for our audience, get ready with your questions that you want to ask DJ Wiz when it's time. Think about what questions that you want to ask him, and you all can start to put it in the chat. And then when it's time, I will read off your questions.
Mhm.
So, do you remember your first big DJing gig, and how did it feel?
My first big DJing gig would probably be, um, and it's one that I still doing up to a day like today. It was performing Antigua on the road for Juve. Um,
Hmm.
that was
Wow.
for the very first time.
Yeah.
Never had the opportunity to do that.
Hmm.
Um, Shout out to Neva and the Nature Carnival crew. They
Yeah.
put me on that truck, they gave me the opportunity to do that.
Wow.
And the feeling, the rush that I had that day,
Yes.
you can't replace that.
Yeah.
That's something that will live on. And then from
Right.
at that moment, she was like, yeah, that is the DJ we want for every year. So
Hmm.
imagine your first time doing that becoming like your eighth to ninth time.
Wow.
Hmm.
Hmm. Wow. Amazing. Also, excuse me. How do you keep the energy high when performing for a crowd? So I saw you perform in person, and I saw how high your energy was then when you were performing, right? So how do
Hmm.
you keep up with that energy?
Well, there's something that I teach myself a lot,
Hmm.
um, and I weigh more on it more during COVID. COVID made me open my eyes to it more,
Hmm.
um, and that is these people come pay their money to come to these events. You have no idea what they've been through throughout the course of the day, throughout the course of the week. You understand what troubling them, what somebody maybe pass, things might not be going their way. that one time they come in there, they come in to forget their worries,
Yes.
forget everything that they were that weighing heavy on their mind. At that
Mm-hmm.
point, you as the entertainer, you have to try to make them forget those worries.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
forget those worries by just giving them that energy, and then whatever energy you give them, they reciprocate it and they send it back to you. So it
Mm-hmm.
gives that yin yang kind of mentality. So
Mm-hmm.
with that, now it just keeps you going. So for me, when I look at the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
I say that I want all you to forget what anything that all you've been worrying yourself
Yeah.
about. I want you to forget that.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the music.
Yeah, because that's why people are going to these events, right? As well for some entertainment, and then you never, like you said, you never know what someone is going through,
Right,
and then they want to get lost into the music. So the music will help to lift up their spirit,
right.
right? You may want to forget a breakup, or like in Dominica, we
Exactly.
to call it a go
I
poem.
go well. And right, those music there will hit at that time. And when
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
alcohol hit, it's not that you remember it. Just
yes,
watch
yes,
everyone there. Yeah.
exactly. So true. Have you had any funny or any unexpected moments while DJing or performing live?
there's a there's a few. There's so much.
Yeah, give
Um,
us one.
but I would say one of them would have to be one of them would have to be with typical.
Sorry, my phone. Hmm.
Yeah, if I mess up with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them would have to be when Mega Monday. It was one of those time Mega Monday that like it was a year prior. We
Hmm.
we performed, me and Triple K performed Antigua on the road. And me and Kendall had this back and forth talk. He
Yeah.
always talking rubbish. And then he was like, you can't come with something hotter than that. You can't come something hotter than that next time. I was like,
Yes.
okay, cool, watch that. Now when you see I come play Mega Monday and I press play, his
Hmm.
facial reaction does make me laugh at that point.
Yes.
Because now
Yes.
you feel like you ever see that proud father moment that is watching you like
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, he gets him right there. And then he
Yeah.
start telling them guys next to him start telling him like, you see, not you alone that can come in for Celine Dion type of you see, not you alone that can come with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Take
So
me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So to catch Killer off guard, and
Yes.
Killer is a very creative man himself. To catch Killer off guard is a very funny moment too.
Moments. Yes. Yes. So I like that. Thank you for sharing that with us. What's the most memorable performance of your career?
Every time I get the opportunity to perform Antigua for Carnival,
Hmm.
unfortunately. Um, one time in particular last year just
Hmm.
came out like I have videos of it on my platforms and things like that bend in that corner and then it
Yeah.
starts on the music again and everybody just turned. Yeah,
Yes.
that energy was a
The
whole
vibe.
nother level.
Mhm.
I would say last year Shades and year before last Shades, 5 minute set
Mhm.
and I had to knock that out within 5 minutes. This was
You did.
just
You did your
back to back,
thing.
and the energy was just on a whole nother level. And
Yeah.
then the last but not least, Triple K gave me the opportunity for the first time to perform for Mega Monday on the road. And
Hmm.
that was my first time ever performing for Carnival on the road in town,
Yeah.
you
Wow.
know. And
Hmm.
yeah, that's something that I would that is like the creme de la creme, you know.
The creme de
I
la
would
creme. I like that. The
because
creme de la creme.
yeah,
Sugar
because
creme.
it is a blessing to perform outside on the road,
Hmm.
different places outside.
Yeah.
But this when you perform in home, like it hit different.
It does.
Something about it just hit different.
Yeah.
To a point where you see days before the road, Joffrey Mintong and Joffrey was like, "You ready, man?" I was like, I gotta lie to you, big job, but I nervous as hell right now.
Oh, of course. Even if you could perform
You
for
know what I mean?
100 times and there's still that the little bit of
Yeah,
anxiety
but yeah,
that kicks
when
in.
you get that chance
Mhm.
home,
Yeah,
it just yeah,
yeah.
that was
Being
it.
in Dominica alone is just a different vibe, like
Hmm.
just a different spirit.
Hmm.
It's probably the breeze.
For me, being home just keep me grounded all the time.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I would have to agree.
you can lose yourself being outside. You know, doing
Hmm.
different things. But every time you see I get to go home, it does put me back grounded. It does make me remember where I come from. Every
Yeah,
time I go in the village, when I in the village massacre, everybody will be like, "Yeah, I seen you doing your thing. You're repping the country outside. You're repping the village
yeah,
outside. Do your thing." That
hmm,
is the fuel that I just like because I need that. You know,
yeah, yeah.
because sometimes I just feel like giving up at times.
No, yeah, but I think we are our hardest critic, right?
Hmm.
When no matter what we're doing, we are our hardest critics. So most certainly, where
Hmm.
you are actually excelling and doing so well, but then your inner self is like, I want to do better, and it's only because you feel like you want or you have the ability to do better. I think that's
Yeah,
basically what it is. Mm-hmm.
because for me personally, that does happen all the time.
Yeah,
People will come to me and tell me like, you did good. Boy, you mashed up this. And I'm like, I'll say thank you. I'll say I appreciate that.
yeah,
But in my head, I would be like, yeah, you killed it today, but you could have done a little bit better.
better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
agreed. Also, if you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be and why?
um, there's a there's a I can honestly say
Yeah,
there's a long list.
you probably have a laundry list. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
but we
trust me, I have a
can narrow it down
laundry
to
list,
like one
both
person
locally and
internationally. If you
mhm.
want to just do internationally, we can focus on like internationally.
I can do two of them. I can do
Mhm.
four of them. Like locally, and I would tell him that me and Asa need to do something. I tired doing that in Asa head.
Yeah,
That's what. Um, it's Triple K
yeah.
for sure.
Hmm.
Um, Signal too, but I did stuff with Shelly already in the past. But
Yeah.
when Shelly ready to work again, that's another one that's be ringing in his head too. Let's work. Um, mm, International wise, I want to try maybe Problem Child.
Mm.
Um,
Wow.
Energy because of energy wise and what I want to do.
Yes.
Problem Child, maybe Marshall.
Hmm.
Um, hmm, Skinny Fabulous, another one too.
Hmm.
Bungie, maybe Bungie too. Me and Ricardo Drew was supposed to do something. God rest his soul.
Yes.
It
Yes.
didn't end up. It was supposed to be in motion, but things
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. How would you describe Dominica's music scene to someone who's never experienced it before?
The music scene in Dominica is like, how I can say, it's a unique one.
Hmm.
Something that has um wide range,
Hmm.
different varieties, something for everybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the category. You have calypso.
Hmm.
Everybody like the calypso. Calypso is like a whole storytelling thing.
Yes.
You have and then you have you know your Kada Slipso. Kada Slipso is another one itself again.
Yeah.
Then you have the Buyo itself.
Hmm.
Buyo is one that right now slowly but surely starting to expand in terms of different styles, you
Hmm.
know, different range, of music. It's just a uniqueness on its own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that words can't explain or express. You just
Yeah.
have to listen to it and feel it for yourself, and you
Yeah.
understand.
I definitely have to say that you all have definitely put in Bouillon on the map. I interviewed Ray Joyce a week or two now, and
Hmm.
I said that folks know, like I don't have to explain anymore, like which Dominica I'm from. Because immediately they're like, "Oh, Dominica, the bouillon, okay." And there you go.
We slowly starting to scratch the surface.
Yeah,
I still feel like we have a lot of work to go.
we do. We do.
Um, but it all starts with the people. We have
Mm-hmm.
to start to support our own. We have to start to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah.
push our own.
Mm-hmm.
Give everybody the a listening ear,
Yes. Yeah.
because you never know what you can find within the place. There's
Within
so
the
much
gems,
talent.
the hidden gems.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There
Hidden
you go.
gems.
Maybe we could make a song. The next song is like I think the last Dominican song. Well, like I feel like Jamaica has Jamaica. They have so many like Jamaican songs. Jamaica this and Jamaica that. Maybe we need like a bouillon song that is sort of depicts different things that we can find in Dominica, like the
Right.
mountains. That old song, the hills and valleys. That's like,
Mhm.
but we probably need a bouillon version.
Yeah, we need something like that.
Right?
We
Like
need something like that.
365 rivers and other stuff. We can probably maybe that could be the next thing.
Something like us still standing, but instead of saying that we will rise, something just
Yeah,
bring up.
that kind of depicts a lot of the hidden gems that actually can be found on the island. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, well, certainly. How do you think that Dominican artists get enough recognition on the international stage? Look how we just flow right into that.
Whew. If you want my honest opinion, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't feel we getting. We may be getting some of it, but we're
Yeah.
not getting all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
because why is it that now the genre is starting to get a little buzz?
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to clip it under a genre that is
Hmm.
completely different from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
Try to claim it as you guys own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, we work too hard. We work too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Too much sleepless nights, too much bursting in the brains in the studios.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what any of my fellow
Yeah.
musicians and them in Dominica would say.
Yeah.
We always not that genre.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We
Yeah.
always we are,
Mm.
and that is what they will always be. You know?
Yes. Yeah. We worked really hard to get to where we are.
So they need to, according to Birdman, put some respect on our name.
Yes. What changes would you like to see in the local music industry?
Um, to me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I would say unity.
Yeah.
I look more unity in the place. Too much
Mm-hmm.
division. Doesn't matter what genre it is. Too much division in the place. We need unity in the
Yeah.
place.
I agree.
Um, not saying that man cannot be rivals and them stuff like that. You
Mhm.
can have friendly rivalry. The soca fraternity is showing you that they having friendly rivalry. You
Mhm.
see them rivaling um on the Instagram and thing, but then you will see them in the same event backstage tagging each other and talking. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, too much of this thing because at the end of the day, and I tell that to enough people already. We not at a point in the music where you see like we can say okay we're buying a house off of this as
No.
yet. We
Yeah.
don't even scratch the surface as yet. Why is
Mhm.
it sense for all you to be beefing and want to be having this unnecessary back and forth childish mentality for
Yeah.
when there's money to be made and the genre to be put outside?
Yeah. Agree. Collaboration is
Too
key.
much, too much of this, too much of this. There's cool, like I said, there's space for competition, there's space for friendly rivalry, but
Hmm.
but not childish rivalry at that
Yeah.
time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We just
Hmm.
have time for us to make people be more interested in what we're doing,
Yeah.
and then at the same time we can sit down by the bar and drink a beer with each other. You know,
Yeah. Exactly.
we have work to do.
We do.
We're getting eyes on the genre. Now we're
Hmm.
getting eyes on the place. Now it's time for us to put our mindset on pushing the music and the place forward instead
Forward.
of just this
Trying to pull each other.
unnecessary stuff. But then again,
Yeah.
Do like my honesty,
No, it's
but
okay.
honesty is key.
Honesty is good. It's good,
Mhm.
right? Right.
Yeah,
What advice would you give to young DJs or even young singers that are trying to make it in Dominica's music industry?
I would tell them, um, it's cool to do it for fun,
Yeah.
but the passion will bring you further. You
Yes.
know,
That's true.
um, because it will help you to understand that it's not an easy road.
Mhm.
You've seen some of us doing our thing outside and thing, but uh,
Mhm.
it took a majority of us a long while to get where we are. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
And we don't even still some of us we don't even scratch the surface yet.
Mhm.
It's not an easy road, but that doesn't mean you have to give up.
Yeah.
You know, allow your passion to push you forward.
For
Remain
sure.
humble, even if you see you finally bust.
Yeah.
Grounded. Keep on a
Mhm.
level head. Always have stuff there, and always have material there for whenever you see you do finally bust. That
Yeah.
people can fall back and go and check out. You
Yeah.
know, instead of hustling yourself. But
I like that. Always be prepared because you never know. You never know.
trust and believe. If they have to ask me, if any young DJ or artist have to ask me, I'll tell them,
Mhm.
I don't feel like I scratched the surface yet, but
Mhm.
in terms of putting the groundwork and having material there, you can never say I don't have material there. The amount of
Yeah.
content right
Yeah.
now it reached a point. If you go on Google and type in DJ with 767, right
Yes.
out the bat you getting it everywhere. You find it everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
is putting the stuff there so
Mhm.
that that whenever you do finally make that mark, that
Yeah.
people can easily just jump onto something. You don't have to pressure yourself trying to make something real quick to put out
Yeah.
you know
So that's I like that. That's some great advice. Even for me, like I put out some certain content. I have a month's worth of write-ins, content that I write down and map out and put together.
yeah, there's stuff that I have out, but there's still a lot more stuff in the talk,
In the
you
talk.
know
Yeah.
whether it be mixes, remixes,
Hmm.
um songs with my artists, and that I have there just sit down, they're taking dust that are
Yeah.
maybe like 3, 4, 5 years old.
Yeah.
It's just a lot,
Mhm.
so but their consistency is key, and
Yes.
just humbleness most important.
Yeah. So keeping with the theme of talking about your music and your producing, I'm gonna flip over to some of the questions that the audience have posed.
Hmm.
So Karima said, "What's the most challenging part of being a DJ?"
The most challenging part for me being a DJ would maybe in the, like it still kind of happens now. Uh, Reading the crowd, you have to make sure you're on point with your crowd. Not everybody, not you don't have this set that will want reggae, this set that will
Mhm.
want soca, this set that will want dancehall, this set that will want bouyon.
Yeah.
But then you might have those that want dancehall, but they want the old school, and those that want the new school. So you have to be
Yeah.
very, you have to pay attention a lot, you know.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I feel that's a difficult thing with most DJs sometimes, especially
Hmm.
new ones. That might be the difficulty. They you know failure to read the crowd.
Yeah.
You have to really analyze the crowd even
Mm.
before you hit on the set.
Yeah.
Walk through, scan your surroundings,
Yeah.
see what are there. Look through that. Or sometimes while you're playing, throw in a little song. See
Yes.
if you catch. If that genre catch, then you move on. You continue that. If you see them not moving, then you switch.
Switch off. Okay. Great. Thank you. This is not a question, but Solange wrote, "Oh my God, I love you."
I appreciate the love. Thank you.
So I don't look so a lot of loves you and trues and a lot of I love my J. Yes, we know you love your JA. She loves it. She wants us to know. And also, so we're gonna transition over to some other things and talents that you have, which is graphic designing.
Hmm.
So let's talk about your merch. You have some of your merch you want to showcase, and also we'll talk
Uh,
about so.
right now, my I have a clothing line. Like kind of
Mhm,
been working on it for a few years now.
mhm,
It's called well, the name of it right now is All in Dominica,
mhm,
basically. Primarily in the aim is to use it to showcase or to just represent Dominicans, so all Dominicans, local and abroad, can wear it. You know, I even have one of the shits here. I think it's joke like
yes,
Dominica, the place I call home.
I
You
like
know,
that.
and
Hmm.
then this one has like a logo on the back, like the Dominica map on the back of it, and
Yeah.
stuff like that, as well as you know, the
Oh, that's
parrot in
nice.
the hoodie.
Oh, that's nice. I like
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
And then I also have like different merch, that one that says humble,
Hmm.
um for the fetters slash stewards. I have a merch called I drunk already. Yeah. And inspirational ones like humble and silent, and
Hmm.
hustling silent, and stuff like that. And a lot of people been asking me to do this, so I've been brainstorming the concept, but
Hmm.
Puyo is not soca. So,
I like that one. I could definitely wear
you
that
know,
one.
or play the buyo, and I need to have, the definition of what buyo is, and
Yeah.
then below it to say buyo no soca. There's a lot that
Yes.
I trying to do in terms of merch.
I
Um,
would wear the Booyer is not Soka one, and I will definitely wear I'm drunk already.
and yeah, that this is
Have carnival
this,
smile.
this is the front part of it, basically. Like some of the hoodies, the DW stands for DJ Wizz.
Yeah.
It has stars on there. The stars represent the 10 parishes. It's
Mm.
just Dominican. So whatever it takes to market and promote my country, we go do that.
We, we're gonna do it.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna,
do it.
we're gonna
You
do
know?
that thing. So we have. I'm gonna do like a rapid fire question. What's next? Actually, no, this is not rapid fire. Let's just. What's next for DJ Wiz? Any upcoming projects or events we should look for?
Well, for one, people can, like I said earlier, I released my 10th annual mix, Booyah mix, last year in October, called Post Zero Depression 10.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a mix I always do every year, so I've been doing that for the past 10 years. And
Hmm.
it's a real creative type mix. So if you want to listen to some Booyah while you're cleaning the house or working out, you should go and listen to it. It's available on my YouTube channel, DJ with 767. If you have an iPhone, it's on the Apple Podcast. I have mixes on the Apple Podcast as well. SoundCloud, AudioMac. Also, I have a song. I have a song called "Wet and Creamy" that I literally made on the road in Antigua for Juve. you know.
It's okay.
um,
We know how the Dominican music flow
yeah,
in there.
nah, but that one is clean. That one is
It's
clean.
clean. Okay.
Yeah, so I working on the studio version, but for now, for people to
Mhm.
get familiar with it, there's a live version on my YouTube channel as well. And that one is available on streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, etc.
Mhm.
And then the beginning of the year, I drop a single with two artists. Um, One artist is called Young Lyrics from Antigua, and
Uh-huh.
then my artist from Dominica, shout out to the Penville crew, Shorty. The song is called "You Made Me Happy." So if
Yeah.
if you have anybody that makes you happy in your life, or if anything makes you happy in your life, that is the perfect song for you. It's available on my YouTube channel and all streaming platforms as well. There's
Okay.
a lot more music in the talk, a
Yes.
lot more mixes in the talk.
Yeah.
Somebody even been asking me if I going to do Destination Mass Dominic again.
Uh-huh.
It's like a starter mix for carnival season. You never
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
The block.
Something's in
Um,
the pipeline.
yeah, but for performing wise, the last event you see me perform at, just say that is just a starter
Yeah.
for the annual Divine Timing tour. That is the name
Oh,
that I call my tour.
that's nice.
Everything happens in God's divine timing.
Yes, I like
So the divine timing tour, there's a lot of confirmed dates. If
that.
just confirmed two this afternoon.
Okay.
Um, if anybody want to add their shows or want to book me on their shows, for to add to the divine timing tour, they can contact me on my social media platforms or email me at djwiz76 djwiz96 at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at the moment, what I can say for now is Mega Monday
Yes,
playing on
coming
the
up.
road, Triple K Mega Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Also playing at another event in Dominica as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the information of that will be released soon
Yeah.
whenever the promoter decides to. And
Mm-hmm.
then after Dominica Carnival, we head into Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it's my partner Shatta, his
Mm-hmm.
annual Fet Bash. So performing in Atlanta for that, all white.
Yeah.
And then Antigua coming up as well too. The
Yeah.
Antigua, it's a church in my Antigua Massive and lots
Mhm.
more. So
You have a busy calendar.
yeah, busy.
Yeah. Keep
try,
it
I
all
try, I trying
together.
to make it. I trying to make it even more busy, whatever it takes. Just putting
Yeah.
in.
Wow. And what I like to name the name of your tour.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, it came to me. The reason for that, why I call it divine timing, is because there was a time where nothing much wasn't happening for me, and
Mm-hmm.
then just automatically just start to see I've been getting different calls,
Yes.
bookings coming in, and
Yeah.
it just made me understand that makes me remember one thing that my grandmother always used to tell me, God rest her soul. My
Mhm.
grandmother always used to say, nothing happens before its time.
Yes.
God will make things happen.
Yeah. I
So
like
nothing,
that.
everything in God's divine timing. That's my thinking on everything. And if
Yes.
anybody want to take that as their quote for themselves, they can take that too. And
Mhm.
nothing in life happens before without God's divine timing.
That's
It
for
might not
sure.
happen in the time that you want it to, but it will happen when God wants it to happen.
Yes. I like that. We have a question from one of the folks that is watching. Belinda wants to know, do you think you would ever do a song for the people?
Like what type of that type of song? That's the question.
I know. What are we looking for, Belinda?
we're
For the
looking for if we're looking for dancer, we've done that already.
yeah.
We've done like a kind of a Afro. There's a Afro like a Afro dancehall type of song that me and my
Mhm.
artist had recorded a couple years back called Refix. That's on the
Mhm.
platform too. you know. And I mean, yeah, yes, there's I gotta make songs for the people. I can most definitely say, but
Yeah.
just to enlighten you, the auntie that I told you that used to sing, that is her right there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh, I
I
got
have to
you.
by the cook, I have to put her on a record or
On
something.
a record, yes, yes. Oh, that'd be nice. What a nice collab. If you weren't a DJ or a singer or even a producer, what do you think you'd be doing?
Um, Basically, if I'm not doing music, it will probably
Mhm.
be my entrepreneurship, which is my graphic designing, video editing,
Mhm.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Or I'd maybe jump to my third thing that I always wanted to be in life, which is a pilot. Maybe I'd
Wow.
jump into that. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
never too late to learn, but
I mean, do you have 2020 vision? Because apparently that's what it also takes. So
if I do have, I'll find ways and means
you'll find a way. Not, I mean, not
find a way
ways,
to get that.
right? Yes.
But but I mean, I don't see a life without music. That's
Yeah.
that's that's one thing. That's
Hmm.
one thing. Everything goes hand in hand with me when it comes to music.
Music. Yeah. Yeah. So in all the questions that I've asked you, you've kind of touched a lot on like your some of your goals, but ultimately, what is your ultimate goal for your music career?
I would say for my music as well as for myself personally,
Mm-hmm.
my musical career, I my ultimate goal is to leave my footprint in the sand as deep as possible, that it wouldn't fade. You know, it wouldn't fade anytime soon. That's the objective right there.
Yes.
More tours, um, more performances,
Mm-hmm.
building a fan base, having a core fan base that I can be able to, you know, thing, and then so I can be comfortable enough to bring back my annual event called Wizz Day.
Yeah.
Um, you know, put music out that people will love, as well
Mm-hmm.
as just people, more support coming in and
Yeah.
just elevating and growing overall.
Wow.
You know, that's the ultimate goal right there. So that everybody around me, everybody that working with me behind the scenes will eat. Everybody will benefit, and most importantly, I can put my country on the map, and my village on the
Mm-hmm.
map as much as possible. So
Wow.
that but if you're talking local ultimate goal too,
Mm-hmm.
Dominica wise, and and put in the work to be able to see my face on a billboard in my village. That's the ambition right there. The
That
ambition,
shouldn't take much. Who's your village council? Who's the rep? Come on, pal rep, get it, make it happen.
to make that happen. Even if I have
Especially
to,
for carnival,
yeah,
right?
even if I have to put in,
Design it.
yeah, I'll design it myself if they have to. You know what? I can design it myself. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
But also another thing to ultimately go to is um be able to reach a point in my career that I
Hmm.
can be able to help others, especially people in my village. You
Yeah.
know, if I want to bring back, like for instance, my event back in which I am going to, fingers crossed, prayers high. Um, I would it will benefit my village. Just
Hmm.
building a fan base that will be able to come and support the vibe in
Hmm.
my village in a way that you know.
Yeah.
So that's the ultimate goal for sure.
So we have a quick fire round now of questions. Favorite Dominican dish?
Smoked chicken broth, the slap.
Yes.
A smoked chicken broth will slap. Trust me, a smoked chicken broth and
Uh-huh.
some figs, some dashing. You know what I mean? Yeah, some roast. What was it? I forget what other things.
Yeah, my voice
Some,
enough.
yeah, some fried dashing from some fried dashing, some fried patty. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Water that down with some sea moss too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Local sea
Wow.
moss is interesting. Yeah.
Well, I'm coming to Dominica for Carnival, God's Fair, so I want some of that smoked chicken broth.
We go make that happen. We go make that happen. And I'm going to bring you to the place that's selling the best CMOS.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, like,
Okay.
guaranteed. You know.
All right. Cool. Vinyl or digital DJing?
Mm, um, I would say both.
Okay.
I never tried vinyl yet. I
Yeah,
started the
a little bit
series.
older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? I started. I
A little
started,
bit ancient, but
yeah. I mean,
some
they bring
people.
it back. They bring back vinyls now. You can use vinyls right now
Yeah.
in many different ways.
Hmm.
But I would love to try vinyl.
Yeah.
That's something on my bucket list. Sorry. Because I started off in CDs before I went into digital. So
Hmm.
that is one. So I'll just say both.
Okay. Cool. A morning or night person?
I'm a night owl. I'm a night owl. Every time I try to go and sleep early, that is when you see creativity want to hit my brain. So
Yeah.
I'm a night owl. Anybody who knows me will know. They would tell it to you in the comments.
I think too that creative people are night owls.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a I'm I'm a
Definitely creative
I'm
people
a
are night
serious
owls.
night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a serious night owl to a point where you see my mother be like, "He doesn't want to sleep."
One song you never get tired of playing.
Hmm. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. There's two.
Okay, we can
Can I
solve it
use
with
two?
two.
I use two. Okay. Triple KC neon cover. That because that is a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time you see, I would apply energy on this. There's where you see if you would really want to see me apply energy, give me that. I'll apply
Yeah,
energy on that.
yeah.
And then a thing to counter that is each do you miss me? I'm sitting there
Yes.
about 20 jicky whiskey.
Don't care. What is it? Don't care. What?
Don't
You
call my
missed
phone,
me.
man. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Leave me alone. I don't worry. Okay.
And then an honorable mention, the song that we just released again the beginning of the year, You Make Me
Mhm.
Happy. Something
Yes.
about this song is just a beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So I want to thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us and just giving us the insight into your world.
Thank you.
How you started the music industry, your plan going forward, and what we should be looking out for DJ Wiz, not even the DJ, but the singer, the artist, producer, entrepreneur, designer, you name it.
Yeah, Jack of all trades. The
Jack of
Jack of
all
all.
trades. You know what? You need to get a shirt that says Jack of all trades. And if you don't mind, I know that I didn't ask you this, but do you mind just giving us a spit of a little song to close us off?
Oh my god!
Sorry, I
My
didn't
voice
need to
is.
put you on the spot.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which song. I'm not sure.
Any song. Two,
um.
3 words.
I hmm. Um. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one
No,
I can.
it's okay. It's okay.
This is gonna be
Just tell everybody knows where
um.
to find your music. Go to his YouTube. Check out his YouTube. You can also check him out on Apple Pod as well, podcast songs. So check him out. Check out his social media platforms.
Yeah,
And
they can find me anywhere, like
mhm.
literally anywhere.
Yep, you
At
can
DJ
Google it.
with at DJ with 76
Love
at
it. Yeah.
DJ with 767. That is DJ WIZZ 767.
Mhm.
The Apple Music, Spotify, these things you can same thing DJ with 767, YouTube DJ with 767. I think the Apple Podcast is DJ with 767 show. I think I can't remember. And then also, if you want to download my music or my projects, even my artists and projects, or even read my biography about myself or my event Wednesday, you can check out my website djwiz767.com. So everything.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
It was fun.